it up, back it up. Money get up, money get up. Money get up, back. Money get up,
Hey Rose family, it's your girl Serenity Rose and I'm back with another video. You will hear some kids' toys in the background. Blake is wide awake right now. So in this video, I'm going to be decluttering my eyeshadow palettes. I don't have like 50 eyeshadow palettes, but I have enough that's taking up one of my drawers in my storage collection for my makeup, and I need that to narrow down. So that is what we are going to be doing in this video. So this is the stack of eyeshadow palettes that I have, and we're just going to go through them and start decluttering. So the first thing on top is the Tarte Sizzle eyeshadow palette, and this is what it looks like. And I just received this in I believe my February BoxyCharm. So this is what the actual eyeshadows look like. It's basically all shimmers except for this shade, which has just a little bit of shimmer in it, which is a nice transition shade for me. So I am going to keep this, and I also really love the actual packaging. So this is definitely a keep. I also received this in a BoxyCharm. This is the Ace Beauté Grandioso palette. And my one con with this is that it doesn't come with a mirror. Like, there's so much space here for a little mirror. But the actual, like, shadows themselves are really, really beautiful and pigmented. And this is one of my favorite palettes. So I'm definitely keeping this as well. Then I have this little Colormates eyeshadow thing. I believe you could get this from Dollar General. I received this like as a stocking stuffer, and the shades are pretty okay. Not the worst, definitely not the best, but I don't really need this in my collection, so I'm going to pass this on. Then I have this CoverGirl True Naked Jewels palette. It comes with some like examples on the back. It also comes with this little cheap spatula thing, which I'm gonna toss. But this is the shades, and I did create one really unique, pretty look with this palette. I just don't know if I'm going to reach for it. Like, this green shade is super pretty and unique, and that purple, I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile just because I'm not sure of what shades I have. Like, that purple I don't feel like I have in my collection, and this really pretty unique green I don't feel like I have either. The black is not that good in this palette as well, so yeah. So next I have this Kiss New York Fashion Night eyeshadow thing. As you can see, this shade right here is broken, and this shade also broke, and this is really messy, so I'm just gonna throw this out. And this is super old as well, so this is garbage. Then I have this cute little Wet n Wild quad. This is in the shade Silent Treatment. It says right there. And this I received in an influencer box, I believe. And what's really cool about these is that, like, where to put them is embedded in the actual shade, like transition, lid, brow bone highlight, crease color, you know what I mean? That's pretty cool for beginners especially. This is super cool toned, which I normally don't go for, and I don't have a lot of cool toned shades in my collection, so I am going to keep this as well. Next is this A2O like kit palette type of thing. It doesn't have a mirror, but I got this off of Shop Miss A, and it came with the palette and all 5 of these things. So this is like a bronzer, a highlight, and then 3 eyeshadows, and these shadows are super pigmented and super freaking pretty. So I highly recommend the bronzer. is really hard to blend out for me and looks super muddy on my skin tone, and the highlighter is pretty okay. So I am going to keep this because of the eyeshadows. Eventually I am going to get rid of that bronzer, but yeah, I may put this on my other seed palette, but I'm definitely keeping for now. Then I have this Makeup Revolution palette, which is super reflective. Sorry guys. So this is the Flawless 3 Resurrection 32 piece eyeshadow palette. This has a super huge mirror, but it has super pretty shades. These are so unique for me because it has some warm tones, some cool tones, and you know, some basic shades. And this was my very first eyeshadow palette that I purchased myself, so I barely use this now, but I am going to keep it for nostalgia reasons. And yeah, this, anytime I forget about makeup, I just touch this palette and it brings me back to falling in love with it and wanting to do it so much more again. So definitely keeping. And the packaging is super pretty and reflective. So if you don't have a mirror, you could definitely use this. Next, I have this Physicians Formula Shimmer Brick, I think, or Shimmer Bar. And it also comes with those little cheap applicators. I did use this, and this is straight up glitter. Maybe if you use it with a glitter glue, it'll perform better. But I don't like it. I'm tossing this, and definitely tossing the actual palette as well. Oh, I'm not tossing it, but I'm going to be giving it away. Next is the Kiss California Beach eyeshadow palette. I did get this like in a 3-piece kit with that other one. The shades in here are pretty cool. Again, these are all like shimmer shades. These two as highlighters are super cool and pretty, but I don't really like all shimmer palettes because then I have to reach into another palette for a transition shade, which is super annoying. So I'm going to pass this on to someone else. Then I have this little Pacifica eyeshadow palette. It has 5 shades in it. I believe it also came with one of those little cheap applicator things. My thoughts, this is also kind of like all shimmers, if you can see the sheen. They are super pretty, but I don't reach for this ever. I think I got this in a Ipsy, so I'm going to pass this on. Next, I have the Wet n Wild Color Icon palette in the shade Rose in the Air. And this is supposed to be like a dupe for the Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to be completely honest, I freaking love this eyeshadow palette. It's super affordable. I want to say it's $4.99 in Walmart. And it comes with 2 transition shades, which is the bigger ones, and then 8 shadows in the middle that are regular. You know, you could do whatever. You got 2 shimmers, and then the rest are matte. Nice cream color highlight, bone highlight, eyebrow bone highlight. So I'm definitely keeping this. I love it. Then I have the infamous Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe, and yeah, I'm definitely keeping this. I use this eyeshadow palette for my baby shower. I'm probably going to use it for my wedding if I ever get married. I use this, and I use this a lot, and I freaking love this eyeshadow palette, to be honest. Like, these colors over here are super pretty and unique. This green is beautiful. So is this matte green. Every shade in here is beautiful. My only complaint about this is that I do feel like these 2 shades up here are super similar, and these 3 shades right here are super similar as well. But nonetheless, I freaking love this thing. The glitter shimmer shades in here are gorgeous, and this eyeshadow formula blends like a dream. So definitely keeping. I can't go there. Whew. And a few more palettes to go. Okay, so this is from Face Candy. This is the Sahara eyeshadow palette. I got this in a bundle with this one. This is the Amazonia palette. I got it both for 20 bucks. So I saved like $4 because the price was like 2 for 20, but their original price is $12. So as you can see, I hit pan on quite a few shades in here. I love the formula on this. This palette has a lot of kick up, so be careful with that, but the shadows themselves are super pigmented, especially the shimmer shades. Like, let's swatch this gold. Look at that. Look at that. And I barely touched in there because my nails won't allow me to get in there completely, but look at that freaking gold. Gorgeous. So I am definitely going to keep this palette. And then the Amazonia one is also super pretty. I also hit pan on this red shade, which is such a beautiful, gorgeous cranberry shade. This shimmer shade is also super pretty, and so is this gold one as well. Also has a ton of kick up, so be careful with that, but I super freaking love this palette. Also, I believe these were supposed to be like a dupe for the Kylie Naughty or Nice collection, but I'm not sure because I don't have those palettes, but regardless, I am keeping them because they are amazing. Next, I have the QAF ColourPop palette, although I'm pretty sure the name of this palette is Yes Please, but yeah, so these are the shades. So these are the shades. This is a beautiful summertime palette. I love the yellow in here. Super freaking pretty yellow. I love all these shades, and I'm definitely keeping this. I feel like this is the only ColourPop palette I have, and I actually really love this formula, so definitely keeping. Then I have the Morphe times, or the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill Vault palette. This is the Bling Boss, which is the purple scheme, and yeah, these are the shades. I know there was a lot of controversy with this collection. Some people said it was like not blending, it was super patchy, but if you haven't seen my review video on this, I will leave it linked down below. And this actually worked out pretty well for me, so I'm definitely keeping because I don't have nothing like this in my collection. Next is the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow palette. This is the Nightingale palette. The packaging on this is super cute. The shadows are cool tone shadows. There's a mirror up here. It is quite large, you know, for 12 eyeshadow palette. I mean, it is quite large for just, I think, 12 shades. Yeah, for just 12 shades, it is a bit large in packaging itself, but the packaging is super cute. And again, I don't really have a lot of cool tone shadows, so I'm going to keep this. And also, it is really pigmented and nice, so keeping. Next, I have the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Dual Effect Wet / Dry Eyeshadow Palette. There's two of them, but this is the one I have. I don't know the name of this one, but these are literally all shimmer shades, if you can see. And I don't like that this doesn't open all the way. It's like super frustrating. It makes me want to break it. And again, I can't do all shimmer shades, although they are super pigmented and really nice. I'm going to give this to someone else. So yeah, getting rid of that. Then I have the Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette by ABH, and this is what mine looks like. It looks super tore up. Again, I'm not repurchasing this and I'm not getting rid of it. I'm going to keep it just for keepsakes because, you know, who doesn't have this eyeshadow palette in their collection? So I'm just going to keep it for, you know, collecting purposes if I ever decide to get any more. These eyeshadow palettes are super expensive. Next, I have the L'Oreal Los Angeles Party Animal palette. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and these are the shades. I don't have nothing like these shades in my collection, so I am definitely going to keep this. But I will say the formula on these eyeshadows are tremendously bad. There's a, keep it, you know, kid friendly. There's a crap ton of fallout and kick up, and when you try to blend these shades together, they just blend away. The only really nice shade in here for me is the orange, so yeah, would not repurchase or recommend to anybody. But it's super cute and slim, and I like it. The last palette I have is this one, which is a Z palette. I just have some stuff that I received, like an Ipsy, like single shadows. These two are single shadows up here. This one and this one. This is the highlight, and then two blushes. So I'm definitely keeping these and this entire palette. And I got this palette off of Shop Miss A for like $7. And it comes with a mirror, and it's super cute, and they have different styles, so highly recommend if you're looking for a good Z palette. So that is all the eyeshadow palettes I have. I'm just going to show you an overview of what I'm getting rid of and what I'm keeping. So this was in the maybe pile, and as much as I want to keep it just for this green and this purple, I am going to give this away. So this is my keep pile, and I know it still looks like a lot, but I don't have like 100 eyeshadow palettes, so I feel like this is okay to keep. This is my, you know, giveaway to friends and family palette and or pile, and then I'm just going to toss this because it's super old and pretty much broken. So yeah, I got rid of 7 palettes altogether, and I probably kept about like 15 palettes, which I feel like is okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm just going to filter this back into my drawer and do that in like a super speedy way. So yeah. So that's what it looks like, and yeah. So that brings this declutter to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want to continue to watch my declutters or any of my other videos, then hit the subscribe button before you guys leave. Comment down below if you want to see a specific declutter. Drop the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night wherever you guys are, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!